Before I start this video, I feel like there's a couple of things that I have to address before I actually do get to the reasons why I feel like Himawari is going to eventually die in the episodes or in the story of Boruto. And the first thing is going to be the fact that I feel like Himawari is definitely not weak. A lot of people might think or misconstrue this as me kind of like shorting Himawari and saying that she'll probably be useless in the episode or something like that. That is definitely not going to be the case. In fact, I've said multiple times that she might be the strongest byakugan user that we ever seen in Naruto and Boruto combined. Of course, excluding the Otsutsuki clan because Kage. But besides the Otsutsuki clan, of course, as I said, she's going to be right there. She's going to be the strongest person. So I'm not necessarily shorting Himawari. I do feel like she's going to be super strong in the future, and she will have some very important scenes and very important fights that we do see in Boruto. She's just not going to be a side character that we never see, like a Kiba or something like that. So she's definitely going to be good. I don't dislike Himawari in any way, but here's the reason why I feel like Himawari is definitely bound to die in Boruto, and it's basically the fact that she's the sibling of the main character. Now we all know, the writer's been saying this for a long time, that Boruto is basically gonna have a darker path than Naruto ever did. And of course we know Naruto's path was definitely dark. He lost his sensei, he grew up without a family, and right now Boruto's life is seemingly perfect. So apparently it's gonna take a strong downturn, and eventually Boruto is going to have some major losses in his life, and it only makes sense for Himawari to be one of those major losses. And I feel like ever since Himawari was actually introduced to us, this is just how I felt. I felt that Himawari was basically placed there to eventually get kidnapped in an arc. Now I'm not saying she's going to probably die in that arc, but I strongly believe that she'll eventually be kidnapped and Boruto will have to go out and rescue her, and that'll probably be an arc. Now again, that probably won't be the arc that she dies in, but eventually I feel like to get Boruto to open up, they probably will have to kill off Himawari. Now it was pretty much stated in the movie that she's basically Boruto's world, and what better way to have a strong downturn in the series of Boruto or Boruto's life period than to take away the most important or the most precious thing to him, which is going to be his younger sister. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys know, in terms of anime, the main characters, they almost never really have a sibling, and especially in action animes where there's a lot of fighting involved, and if there is siblings, they'll probably end up fighting the actual main character, things like that. So I feel like siblings with main characters, especially in fighting animes, it just doesn't match up, and I feel like Himawari does fall into that category. And again, I feel like she's gonna have a lot of great scenes in Boruto. I feel like she's gonna be one of the most integral parts of Boruto and probably end up, I wouldn't say like a Neji, I feel like she'll have a way higher impact than Neji dying. I feel like she'll have probably a higher impact than Jiraiya dying, and that's saying a lot. I know a lot of people probably get mad at me in the comment section for that as well, but I just feel like she's going to eventually die, and Boruto's gonna eventually have to open up and go on by himself and actually feel what Sasuke felt. Now you guys might be wondering, Baara, how did you come to this conclusion, or matter of fact, why did you even come up with this thing in your head? And again, as I said, from the beginning I always felt that Himawari was just there to get kidnapped. And one of my good friends, Cycles, he asked me the other day, who do I feel like would actually die in Boruto? And there has been a lot of videos being posted about who would die in Boruto eventually. I just always thought it would be Himawari, and I just feel like it's definitely going to happen. I just don't see her making all the way through to the end, especially seeing the connection or the strong bond between Boruto and Himawari as siblings. Now I may be wrong, I hope I'm wrong, because obviously Himawari is definitely going to be a fan favorite. She's a fan favorite right now, and she'll definitely be a fan favorite moving forward in Boruto anime. And of course, I'm pretty sure she'll have a lot of great fighting scenes and be an integral part in a lot of the arcs that we do see later on in the series. And hopefully she won't die, but again, it's just my thinking. I just feel like Himawari is just a character that is going to eventually die. Now, if I were to assume a specific time of Himawari's death, I definitely don't think that she'll be dying in Boruto in terms of pre-time skip Boruto. I feel like he's going to definitely grow up with Himawari, and we'll definitely see Himawari at least a Chunin's level, or probably at a Geni's level, probably the age of Boruto right now in the manga. I feel like Himawari is probably going to die in Boruto Shippuden. Now, I'm not sure if it's going to be called Boruto Shippuden, of course nobody knows that, but I feel in a couple of years, probably 2-3 years, there'll come that time where it is that specific arc, and it's going to be extremely heart-wrenching, and it'll come that time where Himawari eventually dies. Now again, I'd say Boruto Shippuden definitely. Matter of fact, I take back 2 or 3 years. I'll probably up it up to like 4 to 6 years. That's when I probably think she would die. And of course, that's a long time frame, but I just feel like it's going to happen. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. As I said, I have a lot of respect for Himawari. She's probably going to be the strongest person in the Konaha with the byakugan that we ever seen before, excluding the Otsutsuki clan, but that's just how I feel. As I said, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Who do you think was gonna die, and what do you think about Himawari dying? Do you feel like she's gonna die? Am I bugging? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. But it's been your boy Barbie, and we out.
For my city, I'm the youngest nigga reppin', oh my god, oh God, if I die, I'm a legend. Oh my God, if I die, I'm a legend. I'm a first.